I'm back with another quick video. What I wanted to do, I made a post yesterday about timing. I used to be really good at timing. It's been a while since I've done readings, so um, my recommendation with doing timing, because a lot of people, timing's a difficult thing for a lot of readers, for anybody really. Um, but I don't agree that you can't get timing because I've had some super accurate results with the posts that I made, which is actually off the blog off my site. I don't know if anybody or how many go to my site. I didn't pay for the domain this year, and I'm having problems to where I can't get into the site because I added Terra Web Ring to it, and they've pretty much taken over. So when I try to log in to update things on my site, I can't do it. But anyway, my site is now at http www.hermitsvision.webs.com. I got rid of the just the hermitsvision.com because I had an issue with I changed my email address, and Webs never got back to me because that's who hosts the site, and they were sending me messages to an email address that don't even exist anymore, um, for updating and paying to update my domain name and all that. So I never fixed it or messed with it. Either way, what I wanted to do real quick, this is a timing question. Now this one came out a little different, and this is something for people to think about. Um, we got a baby that's due this month, so uh, he's due supposedly, between the 23rd and 28th. These are the dates that they give us, and me personally, I am saying, he's got to be 28th, 29th, um, because the full moon. Now, this deck I haven't used, and like I said, I haven't done timing for a long time, so I went ahead and shuffled the cards, and I asked when is he going to be due. Um, you can read the article here on the page about that, or go to the website and check out the blog, and there's some interesting stuff on timing on that. Some A really great method I found that works really well. But what I came up with when I do this, now this is doesn't go coincide and work along the method that I have posted. I haven't set this deck again using the Druidcraft. Um, and this is another thing. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your pictures, not just meanings and everything when especially when you're reading for other people. It's difficult, especially you see my daily readings and stuff. It's difficult to read for yourself a lot of times. Um, but it seems like everything comes more clear when you're exchanging energies with another person. Things open up and help work a lot better. But make sure, um, you know, pay attention to the pictures here. And what I came up with, now I came up with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, with the method I'm showing, cups would be months because that energy. Like I said, I haven't set this deck, so this is not correct. But immediately, what stood out to me, and this makes perfect sense because especially women having babies and everything, is normal on the full moon. Look at the shield behind. The first thing that jumped out was that shield. Full moon. It's a card of celebration. The Three of Cups is the card of celebration. You know, and you'll see this especially with other cards. If you get such as uh, Three of Cups and an Empress card and a Four of Wands and a spread, you can almost you can you can almost bet though when cards like these come up in a spread and work together, no matter what position they're in, that there's a baby. So what I'm saying here, the celebration, full moon, he's due. They told us between the 28th or 23rd and the 28th. Full moon is on the 29th, and I keep saying the 29th, and that right there stood out to me as the moon and the celebration right in front of us. So I am saying, in the darkness in the card, such as if this were the moon, and everything, I'm saying it's either the night of the 28th I really feel it's going to be nighttime because of this. So I'm definitely going to say I'm going with still night of the full moon. And usually a full moon you've got 3 days before and 3 days after, which still that gives a whole week. But I'm going to say the night of the full moon or the 28th going into the 29th. I want to see how this turns out. Like I said, I haven't done timing in a long time. This is what I've got for this, and this is my answer. Now, I did do an answer back when he was born, or when he was born, about whether it was a boy or girl, and that one was dead on. I was using my Deviant Moon deck a lot, and I'm getting it out of the box here. Cards, and what I came up with asking, this was back in, I think, March. But what I came up, I'd asked the question, is it a boy or a girl? Um, and the card that popped up was the Wheel of Fortune. And there was another person that came up with the same card, but with this particular card, and this again is what I'm meaning about. Pay attention to these pictures. Um, and I of course came up with a boy, you know, because of the fact of Wheel of Fortune. Well, the connection with Sagittarius and the male, the sign, the arrow with it for its symbol, and also what jumped out at me with the card, if I can ever find it. It may be on top here because actually yeah, it is. I started at the bottom, but what stood out was two things. This is the card that I pulled right here, asking if it was a boy or a girl. And you see the handle that she's holding on to. That right there immediately came to me as a masculine, of course, a phallic symbol. And look at this little critter here sitting on the chair, and she's pointing to it. And look at it. It looks like it's pregnant. This was a card that I pulled, and being also, I was thinking, okay, you're talking about Jupiter here, the ruler of Sagittarius, and the male sign. He's definitely a boy. That turned out to be on the money. That was the card that I pulled. Either way, I want to do that real quick. Uh, I'm saying that the night of the 28th or the 29th because of the full moon. I'm stuck on the 29th. You seen it right here. We're gonna find out, how accurate this is gonna be. It's kind of cheating because we already know this, but supposedly the doctors are saying between the 23rd and the 28th. But I want to see how these cards, this particular deck that I haven't set for timing, this Druidcraft, how it's speaking to me. Right there, it's speaking to me with a picture. Um, Something for you to think about. And like I said, I really suggest taking a separate deck if you want to do timing, keeping it to the side. You use the method that I have posted and set it up that way. And in time, it's like anything, you'll begin to get very, very accurate readings. I mean, I've had accurate readings to the day more times than I can even count. Um, Doing that method. People that's waited for months for things to happen, and the cards come up, wands, which with me was days, and show up. They're like, oh no way, it's never gonna happen. And it's excellent. It's beautiful to see stuff like that because you're just as surprised. It's with anything. You're as surprised as the other people are. I also do. Um, I'm a medium. I don't really put myself out there like that because I don't work with it enough to do that, which is something that I'm going to eventually do here pretty soon in the future. Start doing readings and stuff in that manner. But when you do that kind of stuff, you're just as amazed as other people are. So either way, I hope you enjoyed this. Keep track of this. I'm saying the full moon, 29th. Um, that's what I'm putting it on because of that card and the moon, the celebration card. Things are going good. I hope you enjoyed it. Some things for you to think about.